Welcome back to my channel. If you are returning, my name is SarahElizabeth, and in today's video we are going to be doing some organizing, some cleaning of the bathroom and decluttering. We're focusing on my linen closet that desperately needed to just get cleaned out and organized a little bit better, as well as my son's bathroom that just had a lot of stuff in it I had to throw away, and definitely the drawers needed to be organized. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and leave me a comment down below as to where you're watching from. Alright, so this is what it looks like bare. There was like these wire shelves that weren't here when we bought the house. My dad actually built and cut out these shelves for us. For the upstairs closet and stuff like that, you can tell where it was patched up here. I mean, do I plan on repainting this or anything like that? No, not really. I don't think it needs to be that consistent, but we are going to go ahead and give it a nice clean and see if we can get it a little bit more organized than what it's been. So really all I'm doing here is just making sure that everything's well dusted. There was a ton of dust on the bottom there and on the molding, so I went down and got there with the Swiffer as well. Got it vacuumed, got it swept up so that I could just work on the shelves and just make sure everything fit in its place. But really the closets, I feel like for most people, it's something that we neglect to clean or we forget to dust. So it's just your little reminder. If you have a closet you haven't done in a while, it might be a good time to go dust or vacuum it. Alright, so what I wanted to show everybody, I just piled everything on our bed for right now, but this is a basket of goodies. I'm going to have to go through, see what's good, what's not. The towels obviously need to be refolded. This is a steam vaporizer for my son's room. I used to use it a lot when I was a kid, when I was sick. So there's a few different things here that just need to really just be folded, organized, and put together a little bit better in the closet, and we're going to go ahead and do that. I have a nice empty basket. So what I had wanted to say, I'm going to use this for what it was intended to be used for, the extra of soaps, Lysol, just our extra products. So things that we use consistently. The Lysol is going to go in here. I'm going to put back the sunscreens and suntan lotion because come the springtime, we're outside quite a bit. Same for my son, he will be anyways, and I want to just make sure the skin is protected. We are big on that. We've had skin cancer, among other cancers in the family, and sun safety is important. I would be a really bad nurse if I wasn't throwing that out there into the video. I also have bug spray. We did go through a season where triple E was pretty bad in the area, and honestly we expect it every summer, I hate to say that. And we also have the Sun Bum Cool Down. This was new to us, but this works really nice. Like, we've always had like the green chunky aloe vera, which works just as well. Aloe vera is good, right? And that's what's in here. But this is just nice, and it smells nice. My husband got me onto this. This is technically his. I borrow it. Not that I burn all that often, but it's nice to cool down after. Just throwing it out there. So all of this is going to remain in here for these products, and I'm actually just going to put them more towards the front if I can organize that a little bit better, only because this is upcoming for us. So I also have my husband's. Again, we have a lot of suntan or sunscreen. The Hawaiian Tropic is what I use. The Baby Bum is for my son, and then my husband uses this one. He does tend to burn quite easily, so just throwing that out there. And whatever else I'm going to keep in here at this point is probably going to be related to what we use upstairs. So I'm going to put the soaps in there. I do tend to save a lot of the soaps from Bath & Body. The fall and winter scents are my favorite. I'm really not into super strong floral scents in the spring or in the summer. Nothing wrong for those of you who like it. It's just like not my cup of tea. But I have white pumpkin, fresh sparkling snow, and then I have winter candy apple. So we're going to keep this in here. And I have something else I'm going to add in here. It's the cleaning products that I usually either use upstairs or downstairs from Mrs. Myers. So I'm going to put that in this basket as well. Alright, so this basket is all set. Right now. So everything else over here I'm going to find a new spot for. This I'm gonna probably put in our master bathroom. When I did our clean and organize the other day, the mask I'm probably gonna toss at this point because we have an overabundance of recycle. I mean, the cloth, I could use it for other things, but everything else is gonna find its home elsewhere other than in the closet, and I'm gonna get rid of things that I don't use. I have chamomile rose bath bombs. As nice as they are, I don't really have many friends who take baths and things like that. They just really don't. But if you had a nice soaker bathtub, this would be ideal for that, but I mean, I don't know where to donate it at this point. Some of it is ripped too, so I'm just gonna throw it out. Okay, so what I'm deciding to work on next is going to be the towels. I've seen a few different ways to fold these on social media and stuff like that, so I'm gonna try that just to see if I can save some space in the closet. Again, all stuff I have to go through. But that's what we're gonna do here. So I saw those really cool, what do you call it? Different ways to fold things to make it. This is what I do downstairs now for my towels to save space. That little roll look. I know most people just fold them, and typically, I'm not gonna lie, I would usually fold my towels. I do find this looks a little bit nicer, so I wanted to try and do this for the majority of the towels. You can see that. So essentially, you're just kind of rolling it this way to give it that nice look, and then it just tucks in over here. And I think this is going to work out really, really nicely in terms of saving space. So we will see. This is my idea. I'm going to see if I like it that way or if I go back to just regular folding. Look to the left, look to the right. Nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff and trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it, I got it. Go, 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 running to better times. Go, 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 from my emotions I'll go, 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 running to better times, to better. So I'm just folding up the rest of the hand towels and getting that situated. So a lot of these travel downstairs eventually when we do our little powder room guest bathroom on the first floor and we get the vanity for that. Half of these towels are going to move downstairs, so I'm not constantly forgetting to move them back and forth. I don't know about you guys, but when you have one stationary closet for linens, everything ends up upstairs. So it's nice when you have the little vanity that you can store things in. So that's my goal, hopefully this summer or maybe in the fall, to purchase one of those from Lowe's or Home Depot. They have pretty great prices, and I only really need a small one because it's a pretty small bathroom. It's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right. Nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff and trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it. Alright, so the other things I wanted to put away that I'm going to put on the top shelf over here is going to be the vaporizer and the heating pad. So these are things we use a little less often, but we still grab obviously when my son is experiencing a sick day, if one of us is experiencing a sick day. And the heating pad I've not used in a hot minute, but I mean we used that originally when my son was in the bassinet just to kind of heat it up so it was nice and warm. We'd swaddle and put him in there, obviously with the heating pad taken out. But it was a lifesaver, but to say that we use it often, we don't. It's nice to have, so I do have it up there. In addition to, I'm going to put the water bottle up there, the hot water bottle, and the ice bag just in case we need it. So all our sick day items are going to be on the top shelf. I think that makes it a smidgen easier for us to kind of see and locate them. Yeah. Alright, so other things I'm going to just place up here as well. This is basically a spare light. Should the lights go out, we have flashlights and stuff downstairs. I do like to have something easily accessible in the closet. And then I just have a big old thing of cotton balls and some Q-tips. So I'm also going to keep that up here. For me, I can reach it fairly easily, and so can my husband. Obviously, it's out of reach for my son. But to me, I have everything kind of in one spot where I need it. And then I have a few items at the bottom. You guys might have seen me take away the toilet paper. There wasn't much left, so I just kind of restocked where it needed to in the bathroom. But in the future, I'd like to get another one of these bins, come in the bottom, and just stack the toilet paper in there so you can just grab and go and have it a little bit more organized. So that is the finished product for the linen closet. It's way more organized now. I did tweak a few things after I shot the video, but really not much. I just added a few more towels that didn't fit in the container. I'll have to find a bigger one for the next time. So we are on to my son's bathroom. So as you guys can see, underneath the cabinet has a lot of toys and just different baby items, and actually a lot of my things as well as what was in the drawers. So that desperately needed to be decluttered, cleaned out. I'm also giving the drawers a good wipe down too, because there was a few hairs and just dust and other grime buildup from our first 2 years here. So I wanted to make sure I wiped that down before I organized. But basically, I divided up this drawer into his sick time drawer, anything he uses when he's sick. We still have the nasal aspirator, not that we've used it much. We have both the Mom Frida, I think it is, or something like that, nasal Frida. In addition to the Braun nasal aspirator, we have the Baby Vicks, little saline spray. So we'll just turn that into his sick time drawer along with the thermometers, and then the other one's going to be his bath time drawer.
Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break.
So as for underneath in the cabinets, you guys can see there's just a mix of things there. Honestly, I have a basket of different perfumes, there's makeup, there's my husband's clippers and stuff like that in there. So a lot of this stuff got taken out. The majority of it was either thrown out. I saved maybe a few perfumes, but some of those are well over 10, 15 years old. I hate to say it, it just sits there. I don't use perfume all that often. If I'm going to a special event, definitely, but I have really severe allergies, so anything pretty much irritates my allergies nowadays. It is what it is. So I usually like something that's light smelling or that just smells clean and fresh. So oftentimes if I've taken a shower, we're good to go. But this is the finished product for the left side. It just held the extras of his bath time supplies. And then on the right side, what we're doing here, I'm gonna clean that out as well. And I'm just gonna organize that with his bath toys and his little, like his little toilet seat that goes over the main toilet. This way when it's time to potty train him, we have that ready for him.
It's just what I do when I'm out. So try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at this beautiful.
Does anybody else find they have too many bath toys? Just wondering. I don't know if it's just us. We accumulated a ton. I feel like it's an easy gift or like a stocking stuffer to get, but he really had quite a few, so I tried to whittle it down to some of his favorites, but even then, I feel like as he gets a little bit older, maybe next year I'll whittle that down some more because it just takes up so much space.
Beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car.
So as always, I just wanted to give the bathroom a quick clean. Again, this doesn't get used often in terms of like myself or my husband using it. My son uses it every night to take a bath, but he's in his little bathtub. So the sink's not really getting used all that much. The countertop, the toilet, I mean, if there's an emergency, sometimes we'll run to that bathroom in the middle of the night or something, but for the most part, it gets very little use, so there's not much dirt here, but I figured I'd wipe it down anyways, and I am using the pink stuff and Windex on the sink, and I also had a few Clorox wipes to clean the countertops and the toilet lid and the bathtub.
Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars.
If anybody has any suggestions for other toilet cleaners, please let me know down below. I pretty much always stick with the Clorox wipes, like I said earlier, and I also have the Clorox wand that's been working really nicely. Occasionally I will put some Fabuloso in there and just kind of switch that around just for the scent and to disinfect as well, in addition to the Clorox wand. But so far those are my favorites. But if you guys have another favorite, I know some people say scrubbing bubbles, just leave them down below. I'd love to have some new products for me to try out.
Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel
So the tub wasn't too bad. I did just want to give it a quick clean with the Clorox wipes and some spray and just wiped it down with a microfiber cloth. There wasn't anything I really had to scrub, but I just wanted to make sure everything was clean and disinfected for my son. Like I said, he's the one who primarily uses this space, but he still sits in his little bathtub. But eventually we'll transition him into the bathtub, and I'm sure I'll be doing a lot more cleaning during that time.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out. So try not to hold me down, feel alive.
So it's pretty tough for me to film in the bathtub, but this is the finished product. Again, this does not get used other than my son, but he sits in his own little bathtub, so this tub really never ever gets dirty because it doesn't get used. But it is good to clean it every now and then, as you guys can see, just because of the dust and other buildup from products in the bathroom.
Stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me.
Alright, so this is bringing us to the end of the video. I hope I was able to motivate you or inspire you just to get some things organized, even if you were just decluttering a drawer or two, a closet, whatever you can get done. That's usually my motto. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, consider giving it a thumbs up or subscribing, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!